Fat generals and overweight chair-borne rangers are a bad look for the U.S. military, and we don't want them anymore. That's the message from U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to the nation's top brass. We now know why every active duty general and admiral in the United States military was ordered to attend a presentation by U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. It was not to sign a loyalty pledge like internet comment sections would have you believe, or prepare for war with China or Russia, but to outline the SecDef's new vision for the Pentagon, one where the warrior's ethos can be unchained, where beardos and overweight officers are no longer welcome.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chair-borne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test.
The height and weight standards to serve in the U.S. military, as well as the physical fitness tests a service member must pass each year, are a little different for each branch. For the most part, though, if you signed up to be a sailor, soldier, marine, airman, guardian, or guardsman before the SecDef's new standards kick in, you needed to be at least 4 foot 10 inches tall, but not taller than 6 foot 8 inches. Your weight depended on your height, but most branches said men with a BMI over 26% were too heavy. Women with a 36% BMI were considered overweight. The Marine Corps is a little stricter when it comes to BMI. But the Secretary of Defense said there would be one gender-neutral standard moving forward for each branch, based on the current male standards. It's not clear yet how certain exemptions may be handled. For instance, the Navy and Army have policies that say if a sailor or soldier passes their PT tests with high enough marks, they don't necessarily need to meet the body fat standards. When officers turn 60 in the Army, they don't need to take the Army fitness test every year, but they still must maintain a doctor-approved fitness program and meet the height-weight standards. And in certain cases, a service member might be given a medical exemption for the height and weight requirements. When it comes to annual physical fitness tests, again, each branch does things a little differently. In the Army, the largest U.S. service branch, the fitness test includes a strength deadlift, standing power throw, push-ups, a sprint drag carry exercise, where the candidate runs through an obstacle course while also dragging and carrying heavy items to simulate movement on the battlefield. The Army PT test also includes a plank for as long as you can portion and a 2-mile run. All of this is expected to be completed in one 50-minute session. A soldier would get a passing grade if they could deadlift around 220 pounds 3 times, throw a 10-pound ball 25 feet, do about 35 push-ups, complete the sprint drag carry exercise in about 2 minutes, then plank for 3 minutes, and run 2 miles in about 16 minutes. If they do more reps or throw the ball further or run faster, their grade goes up. If they do worse in those tests, they don't pass. Planking replaced sit-ups in most military fitness tests. Each of the other U.S. service branches also have some sort of push-up and or pull-up requirement, as well as a cardiovascular test involving running, swimming, even cycling. But each metric is adjusted based on the individual's height, weight, age, and, up until now, gender. Depending on the job the service member performs, there may be different standards as well. For instance, elite combat units like Navy SEALs and Army Special Forces already maintain gender-neutral standards, which are higher than the standards a radar operator might have to meet. Under the Hegseth policy shift, though, all branches will maintain gender-neutral standards regardless of the job performed.
We very much value the impact of female troops. Our female officers and NCOs are the absolute best in the world. But when it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs, so be it. That is not the intent, but it could be the result, so be it.
In addition to outlining his vision for the U.S. military in terms of physical fitness, Hegseth also said members of the U.S. military are expected to be clean-shaven, saying the era of unprofessional appearance is over. For more reporting like this, download the Straight Arrow News app today.